In Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the 6. Hey, stand off.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's got some space here. Uses the stiff arm. A huge play there right off the bat. 64 yards on the ground.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence sliding out of the... Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Rolling to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, and 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Saquon Barkley deep to return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Again, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets. So on 3rd and medium, they dialed up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Play action. It's Lawrence.
On the move to his left. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
On the counter, it's Taylor. Taken down at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Lawrence.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence to the right side, complete to Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On 4th down, Herbert will get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lavonte David.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 38, Lawrence.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Come on, set.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for two. It's caught at the one.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And from here, might not be able to take a knee, might need to run a play here this close to their goal line.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley from 4 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now Lawrence. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jets are going to get the football back. On 1st down, Justin Herbert being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll start with the option. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on, set. More out.
On second down, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Ravens have taken a fourth quarter lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Herbert on first down now. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Room here to run. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
74 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Herbert. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Taylor. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Again, it's Taylor.
Oh, good move at the 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Lawrence. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This for the lead in the final stages.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Herbert. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Herbert going to throw.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Throwing, Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
First down, Baltimore.
What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So for Baltimore, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Day ones had to dance at the beginning, so you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team, congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team, congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I. Tell them line it up, like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning, so you know it's only right, that's how we end.